Hello there. My name is Courtney. Today we're going to be taking you through the Boston Diagnostic Aphasia Examination Assessment. I'm here with Marley and Mallory. We are doing the short form, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to give you a couple little things about this test. So you would give this test to somebody who had a TBI or a cerebrovascular accident or, some sort of stroke, right? These little booklets come with the test. And like I said, we're doing the short form today. So let's get started. So the first page is all the background info. The first subtest is conversational speech. So this is kind of similar to the Western aphasia battery. These are just conversational samples. So the first one are simple social responses. So Mallory and Marley will just give an example of that one.
How are you today?
I am good. How are you? Oh.
Have you been here before?
No.
Have I ever tested you before?
Mm-mm.
And so what the examiner will be looking for here are a number of appropriate social responses elicited, and that's how they're scored in that portion. The next portion of the conversational speech is free conversation. In order for the clinician to do this, it's recommended that you ask them what kind of work they were doing before they came to the hospital or clinic, and you should aim for roughly 3 minutes of free speech, and it is recommended that you use a recorder for this portion.
What kind of work were you doing before you became ill?
I was a student and a speech therapist. I'm going to pretend that I had some kids, so I was a mom for a little while.
And let's just pretend that went on for 3 whole minutes. The next part is picture description, and this is where Marley will show Mallory the cookie thief picture, and Mallory will try to describe it.
Tell me everything you see going on in this picture.
Okay, in this picture I see a mom who is trying to wash dishes, but the sink is overflowing, and the little boy in the background is stealing a cookie from the cookie jar, and he's almost falling off of his stool. The little sister is excited to get a cookie and doesn't know that maybe her brother's going to fall off.
The next part of the test is auditory comprehension. Starting with the first subtest in this category is word comprehension, basic word discrimination. So Marley will instruct the patient to point to the picture corresponding to the spoken test word. And she will score 1 point per item if the response is correct within 5 seconds, and half a point if the response is correct for more than 5 seconds. So just for our purpose, we're just going to have her point to her own body parts, not the picture.
Show me your shoulder. Show me your cheek.
Perfect. And so when you score, if you score right on here, 1 point for less than 5 seconds, or
5 inches away, isn't it?
no, 1 point if the item is correct within 5 seconds, and half a point. Wasn't that an inches sign?
No, I know, but it says seconds up
I
there.
know, but whatever. It should said second. And then 1 point if it's more than 5 seconds, and 0 if they fail. And then you add that up and total it at the bottom. Next, we have a commands portion where Marley will ask Mallory to point to the ceiling and then to the floor, but just for timing purposes, we'll go to the next one, which is complex ideational material. So there will be 6 pairs of questions, each pair consisting of a yes item and a no item, and you need to get both A and B right in order to gain 1 point of credit for each numbered pair, and so we'll let them describe it.
Okay. Will a cork sink in water?
No.
Can you use a hammer to pound? I thought you were wrong. Can you use a hammer to pound nails?
Yeah.
The next section, I would say, I'm going to read you a short story and then I will ask you some questions about it. Are you ready?
Okay.
And then I would read the short story and then again ask yes or no questions.
Great job, Marley. Great job, Mallory. The next session is... skip this one. Automated sequences under oral expression. You will have the patient recite each of the following 4 series. giving assistance with the first word if necessary. So for example, I would ask, or Marley would ask about the days of the week.
Can you tell me the days of the week?
Sure. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Then a similar task would be counting to 21, and you score them down at the bottom. And it's very clear on how to score things. The next 3 subtests will provide a column for the error types, which is very useful when you're trying to come up with a therapy plan for these people and when you're trying to figure out what kind of aphasia they may have. And so we'll just do a couple examples from this. So the first task is repetition, and Marley will just have Mallory repeat certain words.
Okay, so first is repetition of single words. So brown,
Brown.
chair.
Chair.
And next would be repetition of sentences. Repeat after me. Father comes home.
Father comes home.
He picks up the paper from the coffee table.
He picks up the paper from the coffee table.
Good.
Hold a minute. So then you will mark their articulation impairment, and then you will write their error code. And so that is how the rest of the subtests will be for this section. You'll be monitoring their error types. And that is where we will stop for now, just for time's sake, so this video doesn't get too long. But the remaining subtests are responsive naming. So she would ask, what do we tell time with? What do you do with the razor? The next session is the actual stimulus book, Boston naming portion. And you would note the errors they make when producing these words. The next part is screening of special categories, where they will match certain letters to letters with different fonts. And we have a reading section, a word identification section, oral reading, and the last part is a writing task. So it's a very long, lengthy test, but it is a good test. And to get your final score, I guess I should tell you that. It's what page is that? Oh, okay. You go to page 18, and you fill out your final scores here for each of the subtests.